Do you think when you shout and smash things, you're displaying your power? The bitter truth I'm going to expose in this section is this. At that exact moment, in your partner's eyes, you look like a defenseless child, someone so powerless that they've resorted to screaming because they have no other tools. I've experienced firsthand how ill-timed anger turned the respect I spent months building into ashes in mere seconds. In the middle of a storm, women are looking for a calm and authoritative rock, not a broken boat being tossed around by every wave. I learned that true authority lies in cold, controlled anger, a place where your silence and your gaze make the other person tremble 1,000 times more than any shout. If you don't learn how to rein in your nerves, you're just a pathetic creature that no one can rely on. Step into the unseen. Welcome to the ultimate masterclass in decoding the female mind. The shout trap. How you auction off all your majesty in an instant with uncontrolled rage. The biological and evolutionary roots of anger, seeking security amidst the ruins. Hello to all the followers who are seeking a deeper understanding of the hidden layers of human relationships. Today, in our 6th stop of the 2nd season, we are going to answer a question that has occupied the minds of men for centuries and left women abandoned in the height of their loneliness. What do women really want in the heat of anger and screaming? To answer this question, we must first go beyond the surface of words and dive deep into the brain. From the perspective of neuroscience, the female brain has evolved to be highly sensitive to the severing of emotional bonds. When a woman becomes angry, her amygdala, the center for processing fear and emotion, issues a message that is neither about fight nor flight. Rather, its content is a stress test for the stability of the relationship. Many men mistake a woman's anger for irrationality. But let's look at the world outside. In the year 2026, we are surrounded by endless tensions. When the news speaks of the unpredictable fluctuations of the gold and currency markets, when the price of the dollar jumps suddenly, or when artificial intelligence news talks every day about the elimination of traditional jobs, these pressures first hit the sensitive soul of a woman. The woman, as the emotional radar of the family, absorbs these insecurities. Therefore, when she screams at home over a small matter, like unwashed dishes or your delay, she is actually discharging all those accumulated external insecurities. What a woman wants from you at this moment is not Aristotelian logic. She doesn't want you to prove you are right with economic charts or technical arguments. She wants to see if you, as the anchor, have enough psychological space to dissolve her anger within yourself. She wants to know if, even if she appears in her worst version, you will still keep her safe. In fact, a woman's anger is a cry to be seen. She wants to make sure that amidst all this technological and economic turmoil, she is still your #1 priority. If you remain silent or leave the room at this moment, you are essentially telling her, "I only want the calm and submissive version of you." This abandonment sows the seeds of a resentment that no gold in the market can afford to repair. In this part, we learn to see a woman's anger not as an attack, but as an invitation for deeper presence. A man who can stand calmly in the face of his wife's verbal storm and look into her eyes is actually saying to her, "I am bigger than your anger, and you are safe by my side." The mistake of modern men is that they think being a provider only means financial success or keeping up with the latest tech trends. But a woman's deepest desire is for a man who is an emotional provider. This means being able to hold the space when she is falling apart. We are seeing in current lifestyle trends that people are more isolated than ever, despite being connected through gadgets. This isolation makes the home environment the last standing fortress of true connection. When you fail to provide that emotional security during a conflict, you are effectively leaving that fortress unguarded. In the next parts, we will dive into specific dialogues and cinematic examples to show you how to master this art of holding the storm. The scenario of being heard, the art of decoding, sharp attacks. Let's enter a practical and highly detailed scenario to understand the difference between an average man and a relationship engineer. Imagine Miriam, who is deeply involved in high-pressure technology projects and the demands of a modern digital career, returns home exhausted. She has spent her entire day grappling with bad economic news and professional stress. Farhad, her husband, is home but immersed in his own world, following sports or the latest tech gadgets. The spark is lit, and Miriam starts with a sharp, stinging tone. Miriam, with a biting tone and a voice trembling with unshed tears. "I am truly sorry I ever thought you could take a load off my shoulders. Do you even understand the pressure I'm under? Or can you only sit there and follow this ridiculous news? You have never, and I mean never, been by my side in the difficult moments." My analysis. Here, Miriam uses never and always. In international diplomacy, these are known as dead-end words. An average man would immediately start listing the times he was there for her, or mention the money he spent on gold and coins or home comforts. But that is exactly what Miriam does not want. What a woman wants in this moment. The aware reaction. Farhad must immediately close his laptop or put down his phone. He must not speak from across the room. He must stand up, move close to Miriam without being aggressive, and give her his full, undivided attention. Farhad, in a calm, deep, and non-defensive tone, "Miriam, I hear how much you are suffering. When you say, 'I was never there,' it means you feel so lonely right now that the entire past has vanished under the shadow of this loneliness. I am sorry I allowed you to feel this way. I understand that your work pressures today, combined with the mess in this house, have brought you to a breaking point. You have every right to be angry with me. I am here, fully present. Tell me which part of this pressure is hurting your soul the most right now." In this moment, Miriam might still be sharp, but Farhad, by validating her feelings, is effectively bringing down her defensive walls one by one. Women want you to be a witness to their pain. They aren't looking for a fix-it technician. They are looking for someone who acknowledges the volume of their pain. When you validate a woman's feelings, her parasympathetic nervous system activates and her heart rate drops. This is the greatest skill a man can possess, the ability to hear the need behind the scream. Let's look at cinema to see the depth of this communication disaster in a dramatic context. The movie Marriage Story by Noah Baumbach is one of the best references for understanding feminine anger. In that famous argument scene in the apartment, we witness Nicole's, Scarlett Johansson, explosion. My critique as an analyst of the male character, Charlie, is this. Throughout the entire argument, he tries to convince Nicole with his own logic. He fails to understand that Nicole is screaming because her identity has been buried in this relationship for years. In the middle of a fight, women are terrified of one thing: emotional abandonment. When a man leaves the room in the heat of a discussion, or worse, leaves the house, he triggers a trauma in the woman's mind. To a woman, this move means, "I no longer value you, and I prefer to leave you in this terrible state." Even in professional sports, great coaches like Phil Jackson knew that when their star player lost their cool on the court, they shouldn't exile them to the bench immediately. Instead, with a hug or a piercing look from the sidelines, they made the player understand, "I am still with you." It's the same in a relationship. A woman wants you to be her anchor. My critique of the modern lifestyle is that we have learned to hide in the virtual world or sever the bond as soon as tension arises. But the truth is that in the middle of a storm, women seek a man whose security of presence is stronger than all the bad news about the dollar and gold. They want to know if you are man enough to hold them tighter when they are falling apart instead of running away. In this part, we learn that leaving the room during a fight without announcing a return time is an emotional crime. As we reach the conclusion of this intense episode, we must arrive at a strategic conclusion. Managing anger toward a woman is not about winning a televised debate. It is about repairing a fragile bond. Women turn a man into a hero when he maintains authority coupled with calm in the face of their anger. A man who is not afraid, does not run, and becomes a listening ear instead of retaliating. Action plan for this week. For recording, the 20-minute rule. If you feel your heart rate has surpassed 100 beats per minute, say respectfully, "I am very angry right now, and I might say something that breaks your heart. Give me 20 minutes to calm down, and I will come back to you so we can solve this together." Never leave without a promise to return. Eliminate the but. When your partner is angry, never say, "I understand what you're saying, but..." This but destroys all your empathy. Just listen and validate. The mirror technique. Repeat her words in your own language so she feels her message has truly been received.